Hi.
Hi Sophia, how are you?
Hi. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good.
Okay, great. So before we begin, let me just give a brief introduction. We all have Srishti Bhartia with us. She's a graphic designer by hobby and an entrepreneur by profession and an amazing romantic by heart. I have seen her Instagram handle Srishbish, and she has some amazing stuff over there. Especially, all these things related to love, family, relationships, and one of those posts that I saw was about a boy who wanted to combine his picture with his grandparents. That was a miracle, really. I mean, the way you did it was also amazing.
That's such
Really.
a introduction, Sophia.
Yeah. We are really happy to have you on board with us, especially during our International Women's Day celebration. So let's begin. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Likewise. Hmm.
Okay. Done. So yeah, I mean we all understand that graphic designing is a very creative profession, and why don't you just start by telling us how you became a graphic designer and what kind of attracted you to this profession?
Okay. See, the story is very strange because after my plus two from DPS, I went to NIFT and I opted for a course of textile designing there because since my parents are textile, they belong to a textile background. They thought it's a risk-free industry. I should also be in a textile industry. And
Hmm.
one thing that I've been noticing since I was a little kid is I used to love going to grocery store and just the packaging design, matlab, I got to understand this very later that why do I actually love going to malls and love going to grocery stores? Actually, the logo, looking at the brand placement in the market and looking at the packaging design. This I got to know in college. Ki, okay, you have a complete course out of you have a
Nice.
complete course of graphic design. I was not even aware of that since the first year ke baad se I got to know ki, okay, there's something called graphic design that exists and that
Yeah.
is but then, since I was in a wrong course, I couldn't do anything. But luckily, all my friends and even my roommate was into graphics. So, because of their help and because of their knowledge and their assignments, I
Hmm.
got to know a lot about graphic designing, like a little, of course, about graphic designing in college.
Hmm.
So, but then I was looking for jobs only in textile in the pandemic. But
Hmm.
one find I just thought, okay, why not like a hobby? I should try. I got an iPad. I had an iPad. So I was just illustrating. And then my friend wanted a logo. I'm like, can I give it a shot? She's like, are you sure? I'm like, I can try. If you don't like it, don't use it. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So I made a very immature logo for her. Like now I think it's very immature. And I made a illustration. So people, I'd never thought Swishbish as a business. It was always a hobby to me. So like within a month or two, people actually started liking my things and they actually started, buying and asking for
Yeah, yeah.
like, okay, that's a great idea. I can actually sell it. So yeah. So I completely shifted my field from textile into graphic all by myself.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I mean, yeah, quite a story there.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so like now that you are totally into graphic designing, so what is it that inspires you to create these designs?
See, I
We lost your voice. Yeah, now.
am I audible now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
So, inspiration, I think I'm a person that would take inspiration from anything and everything around. Like
Mm-hmm.
people inspire me, natures inspire me, and everything around me inspires. Maybe somebody will say something and the words will inspire us. Somebody, if we see a texture from a leaf, that might inspire us from a design for our designs. So and also majorly I would say other businesses and other artists on Instagram, they really inspired me
Yeah.
to be a better person and to be a better business person in my life. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think around me inspires me.
Nice. So, Srishti, we are having some delay in your voice,
Oh,
like you're speaking after, and we can hear you before.
that
So,
is because I got a call. Shall I
yeah,
join
now
you?
it's okay.
Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. It's fine now.
oh, cool.
Anyway, so yeah, now we come across a lot of graphic designers, and a lot of people say that, oh, I do designing, and I like this, and I know how to create stuff. But finally, what do you think, in your experience, what is it that makes one graphic designer stand out from the other?
See, I would say there can't be one thing, and I think I can think of three things right now. Maybe
Sure.
skill, like the kind of skills that you have, the kind of softwares that you have learned are very different from each other. Then one could be experience, the amount of knowledge you are gaining over the years. Matlab, I can say that maybe somebody who's a designer working past 10 years might know a little more than me, or who has spent more time in designing might know a little more than me. And one could be maybe self, because design is very subjective, right? It depends from person to person. Something I like might not be somebody else. So yeah, I think these three things sets one person completely different from the other person. And still we
Yeah.
can't find one individual. Okay, this is the graphic design god of India, because that is not possible. Because
Yeah.
but like suppose this shirt that I'm wearing, you might not like it. So everything is very subjective. Design is very
Yeah.
subjective.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, different skill sets, different experience, different projects that they take really set
Mhm.
apart from the other people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we all know that there is a market for everything out there, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and there is a market because people like different things. So,
true. So
definitely,
there are
for
different
one
skills
person,
in the world. Yeah.
correct. Totally. Totally. So, as you mentioned that your parents were into textile designing, so I can understand that there may be some relation of designing, in which you could have got into it. So some genes have definitely passed.
Yeah.
But, usually what people feel, and the other women out there who want to get into graphic designing, what happens is that they are told that graphic designing is not a profession that you can get to, and you can't really make a career out of it. So did you face any such hindrances, and if yes, then how did you overcome them? If not, then what is your advice for these people?
My case is a little different case, because I started as a hobby, right? I did not know that this will turn into a business. So in the initial stages, when I was thinking of turning this into a business, of course, I had a lot of things in my mind. I had a lot of risk factors involved. What if this does not turn good? What if people do not like my things? So I think confidence, I think to not stop working on it, and I think being courageous, being confident really helps. So I think, yeah, one advice that I would give to everybody: if you are thinking about it, do it, because you'll never know if this will work for you or not. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
one thing that I would really.
yeah. Okay, so definitely that is the kind of advice that we are constantly trying to put on, our website as well. We do tell people that try to pursue your dreams. You know that you have a chance to be able to do it, but if it doesn't work, no problem. We'll do something else, but at least try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, when you think of all these designs, the inspiration that you get, trends are constantly changing, right? Now, if you see that Instagram comes up with so many different things for you to put up your reels, and you have to constantly be aware of what are the new trends coming. So, how do you get that information, and how do you keep yourself updated with trends?
See, I think one very basic and one very immature tip that I would give is to follow people in the same niche.
Ah,
Keep an eye on competition, keep an eye on what you are actually liking, what your customer is actually liking. And I think research is very important. That I think being a design student, we have always been taught to go through magazines, to go through different
yeah.
websites. Let's say
Hmm.
WGSN, let's say Pantone. So there are different design websites that we have access to. So that we actually used to make design reports. So this is just in my mechanism now to make reports, to understand what's going around. So I think that really helps. Like my
Yeah.
design background, although it was a very different field, but that really helps. ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि education does not go waste. So I think that
Hmm.
helped me in my graphic designing also. So I would say do your research. You have to know what is going on, because at the end you have to serve your customers. अब घर पे बना के कुछ भी बना रहे हो कि ये तो big जाएगा, that is not going to happen, right? You have to know what the customer will need, and only then. So I think research is very important, and that is what we also follow here.
Surely, surely, surely. And it's not an immature trip. It's actually a very, very nice trip. It definitely is not immature. When when women in your field, they try to do something on their own. Usually they are struggling with starting up their own business and trying to do something, especially when it comes to the creative side. So how did you go about starting your online business? Is there any interesting story behind it that we would like to know then?
I did not actually understand the question. Like the
So,
hurdles.
like you started your online business, right? So how did you go about it? What was the story behind it so that it can inspire other women also, to do something on the same ground?
See, again, it was like a hobby thing. But then when I thought of commercializing it, I would really, really recommend is to not take very hasty decisions. कि okay, if you have मतलब बहुत confidence है खुद के business में, still do not invest all your capital at one go and just
Mhm.
कि okay, if this is going to be a business, don't just start immediately the other day.
Very
Plan,
nice.
take baby steps, take one step at a time, and do not rush up things. So touchwood, in my situation, without any business knowledge, I went step by step. My goal was to not take any investment capital from my parents. So in
Hmm.
the I used to do logos and illustration, which is just soft copy, right? We don't need any hard copy for it.
Yeah.
For that, I gained a lot of investment in the first. Like, I had a lot of capital to launch my first product. So then I
Hmm.
started making badges. So that
Hmm.
was just product that I sold for around 2-3 months. Then I got
Hmm.
to know, okay, I can make more products. I've gained
Hmm.
from badges also. Then I
Yeah.
started some other products. So I think baby steps and keep experimenting, but then experimenting phase comes later. I think
Hmm.
do not invest a lot of capital at one place because the money will get stuck there. So I
Hmm.
think steps research पहले कि okay, list down the pros and cons. Even
Yeah.
till do that कि okay, this is the product that we're launching. Pros क्या है, cons क्या है, only then we launch it. So I think yeah, go slow, don't rush up things.
So I just saw a very related question come up, so I'm going to ask it right now, in spite of the fact that we are not yet doing audience questions. But so Samyati is asking that how much did you invest initially? What was your starting capital?
0 rupees. So I just had my iPad with me, but you don't even need your iPad. If you just want to even illustrate, like I have two interns with me, two freelancers with me who make illustrations. They illustrate in their phones. So no,
Yeah.
there's nothing that can stop you. You don't need investment at all. I think that depends on the kind of business that you're doing. In my kind of a business, I did not need a large capital in the start, so I that depends from business to business. And there's
Yeah.
nothing that can stop you. Matlab, he's not even complaining that he needs an iPad. He needs something. He's very happily doing in his phone. So I'm like, wow, that inspires me that, okay, you don't need fancy gadgets and you don't need fancy capital to actually start.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally relate to you because I do use these Adobe and softwares on iPad. I do use them, just for dabbling. So I can totally understand what you mean. That when you want to start, these are all minor things. They
Yeah.
can always.
Yes.
Cool. So while you are starting off your business, I'm sure you would have had, some difficulties or some roadblocks as such. But particularly as a woman, did you face any problems?
I would say sadly, yes. So I'll tell you a very recent incident what happened to me. So I ordered a lot of supplies from a vendor in Noida. Okay.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
ordered it. I was expecting it will come in around 1 week or 2 weeks, but they did not. They stopped replying to my messages. They stopped taking my calls, and it was 1.5 months. And I got very anxious at what really happened. So I kept sending him WhatsApp messages that I'll file a case, I'll do this, I'll do
Yeah.
that. क्या ही कर लोगे? I'm like why can't I take a step? So what his attitude was like, अरे लड़की है, बच्ची है, कितना ही कर लेगी. So it's okay.
Hmm.
It was like a proper scam. But then I told him कि ठीक है, let my brother handle this. I gave the call to the brother, and he actually मेरा काम हो गया. So
Ah,
I was
change.
pretty. that okay, I got my product back, but then I was very sad that why did he take me for granted and why was I not taken seriously? That ladki hai to chalega isko, but that is not true, right? Because
Yeah.
that is what I feel in every sector. That is, it's very male dominant.
Yeah. Yeah.
A major problem that we face sometimes, but then of course everything is changing around and things are happening in your favor also. So yeah.
Yeah. 100%, 100%. And this happens so often than not. Like, लड़की है,
That,
क्यों कर रही है,
that,
ये क्या जरूरत है?
that.
They also these things.
Next time also when I called him कि भैया कहाँ तक पहुंचा, he's like भैया से बात कराओ ना. I'm like, why can't you talk to me? I know what I'm doing. Why? So I'm like, you talk to me now. So
So
yeah,
sad.
I still face very, and this incident like last July, last no, is December end. So I think this year का मतलब अभी भी things are happening. That's very frustrating. But yeah, people are getting educated slowly.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So any instance of a client or a customer with whom you kind of had a very good experience and they left a mark on you?
Actually, yes, I do have. I'm a very good storyteller. Please don't get bored of me.
No, not at all. I'm actually enjoying the session. I feel like I'm talking to you, like, on a very personal basis. I'm not even seeing the messages coming because I'm so engrossed in what you're saying. So I have to, like, in between go and see the message and then, be sure that I'm not missing out on all our audience.
That's great. So I'll tell you this story. Okay. So what happened is there was a deadline. मतलब, of course, every order has a deadline. कि ठीक है, your order will go at so and so date. So there was, I think last year, June या July में, I felt very sick and पूरा lot of I think 25-30 orders got very delayed. So जैसे deadline crosses ना, so your customers will start messaging you, where is my order, कहाँ है, आपने भेजा क्यों नहीं? Everybody started getting so frustrated. And at that moment, I was so into my business that I did not want to lose on customers. I was like, nahi, nahi, nahi. Bhale I'm sick, I'll make my orders. But my mom was like, don't exert yourself so much. So I started sending them DMs that okay, I think I'm sick, so I won't be able to complete your order. You can either take a refund or you can wait for a while. So more than 10 people, they were very harsh to me. They were like, you should have told me 1 week prior, and we have this occasion. I'm like, I'm sick. I did not plan on getting sick. So I could not tell you 1 week before, okay, I'm going to get sick next week. So half of them, they got really very anxious. Of course, I'm not blaming them. Of course, they are right in their position as well. Then the rest of them, they asked for a refund. That there was one client, I won't name her, but I still remember her. It's been a year now. There was this one client who was like, Srishti, your health comes first. You take your time. I'm not in a hurry. You get well and then you can ship my order. I'm like, cool. So when I got well, I did not take me 1 week. It took me 3 weeks. So she actually waited more than a month to get her order. And I was, why is she waiting? She can easily cancel and place it with somebody else. But then she was, no, I want it from you only. You take all your time. And she used to, send me messages also that, are you okay? Are you feeling better? And
So
I
nice of her.
thought,
Very nice. Yeah.
the
Very
story
few people. Yeah.
doesn't end here. Then what
Mm.
happened?
Oh.
Uh, I was well and I shipped her order first. So that was a very initial stages. And at that time, a lot of we make wooden frames also. So
Mm.
बहुत सारे get damaged in the shipping, and we used to go crazy that why is it happening, that because we used to put a lot of bubble wrap and everything, but still things were not in our favor. Right now we know how to pack and do things, but then back then we did not know, since it was a new product. So unfortunately, poor the girl, she waited for around a month, and the frame that she received was entirely
My
broken,
God.
damaged. She sent me a unboxing video, and I was like, I literally started crying that why this happened, because she was so sweet to me and she did not deserve this. And so I was like, we have a policy of ki if you have received a broken product, you
Yeah.
ship it back, and I ship the other product back to you. So, she shipped the product back to me, and she also sent me a gift along with that, because
Wow.
you take care, it's really okay. I understand. I was like, oh my God, okay, love, now frustrated. She's actually sending me a gift also. So I still remember her, that what did I do to deserve her? So I think that Then one more very small story. So a lot of my friends and a lot of my relatives were getting invited to a big fat weddings, and I love getting ready and going to weddings. But in Jan December में I was not invited to a single wedding also. मतलब कोई none of
Oh.
my friends were getting married, none of my friends were getting, and I was like, I have to wear a good lehenga. Somebody has to invite me. So I was just writing my story कि okay यार मुझे कोई नहीं बुलाता है ये वो. So many of they DM me कि crash a wedding and this and that, and everybody interacted. But you won't believe, 4 people actually sent me their own wedding invites. That bro,
Wow.
to my wedding, you have to come. I'm like, what? Because it was the limitation was only 50 people na back then. Abhi hata
Uh,
na that.
correct, correct.
So
So in
out of
that
that
also,
top
yeah.
50 people are inviting me. I'm like, really? Why? And out of that one person, she told me that okay, send me a WhatsApp number. I sent my WhatsApp number. She sent me her invite on WhatsApp, and then she asked me कि did you understand? I'm like मैंने खोला नहीं, but why? Then she's like पूरा गुजराती में लिखा है. You might not understand, so let me know. Because I am from Gujarat, but I can't read Gujarati.
Don't read Gujarati.
So yeah, so I was like, honestly, I didn't understand, but no worries, I'll ask my friend to translate. Like, no, no, no. She typed the entire wedding invite in English. Typing cover. She was typing. I'm like, oh my god. And then you have to come and wait for you. You have to be there. I'm like, bro, I am, although it's in Ahmedabad, but I am coming. So, such people and such,
Yeah,
they
seriously.
yeah, it feels they are friends to me. Like more than my customers, they are my friends.
They
Whenever
make
I'm
it worth the while actually.
yeah, seriously. The moment I help, मेरे भी friends को किसी को flat चाहिए कुछ भी. The moment I put up stories, there are so many people ki bro, okay, I'll help you. Okay, do this. Okay, do that. Wow, it's a beautiful community. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a very beautiful community that we've created.
Nice. So while people are, so crazily following you around and, buying your products, which is your most favorite product from your catalog?
My best seller is wallet cards that I make. There are very small cards, plastic cards.
Yeah.
And that's the original product that I started that trend, and right now more than 500 businesses are making that product, and it makes me feel so good that okay, I
Yeah.
started it. This is my own product, my ideation, everything. So that was my favorite product until December. So in January we launched 2022 ka planner. So that is my favorite product, Abhi, because actually that is helping me to balance my personal life and my professional life. And there
Uh-huh.
are pages of you can track your sleep cycle, track your water,
Nice.
you can track so many things, and then you have different activities to calm your brain. So that is, I think, the planner right now is
Uh,
the product that I'm actually using for so long.
very
So
nice. Very nice. Sounds great actually, because people do, a lot of tracking nowadays, especially with all this weight loss fad and all that. People are, trying to track what
that,
food
um,
they're eating and
that,
when they're sleeping. Today they're bloated. Tomorrow they are
yeah,
okay.
that is really helping me and getting me on track.
Okay. So which is the design that you are most proud of?
Mm, tough question. Since I'm obsessed with Srishti, I love everything that we make.
They're all your babies.
But, I, I can't choose one particular design, but I would say the logo design that we offer at Srishti has my heart, because the moment somebody says you have to design a logo, I'm like, this is my thing. You are at the right place. So I think
Mhm.
all, and especially I'm very proud of. There's this big cafe in Surat. I can't name it again because they have to name it. So there's this very big cafe. They have franchisee also in different cities. So they are coming up with another cafe, which is going to be very grand again. So I've designed their logo, and I'm very proud because that franchisee is going to be everywhere around the country, and I can see my logo in whichever city I go to. That
Amazing.
yeah, I
Amazing. Once it's done,
it
let
up
us know. We want to see it as
for.
well.
So I'm very excited for proud of.
Very nice. So, you are, when you get such projects, it must be such a difficult task to, actually get into that creative zone and start working on something. So, how does a day of a graphic designer look like? What is the creative process?
Um, I think I'm the wrong person to answer this.
Who
Uh,
else?
I think until last year, I was really struggling between my professional life and my personal life. I used to work till 2 and 3, and used to
Yeah.
get up and work. I used to go crazy. But one advice I would give to everybody, all small, big businessmen, that separate your personal life and your professional life. Because the moment I go for a walk, the moment I go for a play, तब अपने creative ideas आते हैं ना कि okay I can do this, okay I can do that. So I think you need to relax your brain a little while, and then I think that really helps me getting my creative ideas back. Leaving Instagram and going out and taking a deep breath, I think that really helps me. And I would say what my daily schedule looks like. I'm a very boring person. So 12 to 6, I work at home only, and I have my team working at home. Then I think regular things. I go out with my friends, and I go and I'm learning driving. And so, yeah, I think pehle na, I did not have like a 12 to 6 thing. Like I was like, the moment I get up, I'm starting, I'm just
Ah,
working.
yeah,
So
I can relate to that.
one,
Yeah.
it's a very small suggestion, but one suggestion to everybody is, even if you're working from home, even if you have your own small business, keep a duration fixed key. After 6, I have to shut my laptop, so I have to shut it, no matter what. So I think that's helping me out.
Very nice. One of Art Livia has commented that wedding invites of Swish Bish make you want to get married.
So
Okay,
she's
I have missed that bus, but never mind. We shall do an anniversary invite celebration with you.
for sure.
While I have already seen your one of your Instagram videos on this question, but so that our viewers can also get the answer if they have not seen your Insta, is which is your most preferred app or software? I've seen
Uh,
the
See, I'll recommend 3 apps that I always do if you have a laptop. Since I believe technology cannot bind you, and technology can't pull you. That if you don't have this particular software, if you don't have this particular device, you can't work. This is not true. So if you have a laptop, पुराना laptop, नया laptop, 10,000, 20,000 का laptop, any laptop, Adobe Illustrator is the go-to software for you. If you have an iPad, if you can afford an iPad, then Procreate is the best.
Procreate.
Yeah. For you. If you have nothing, if you just have your phone, then Infinite Design is available on all app stores. So if you have a phone, any phone, 10,000, 5,000 का phone, उसमें Infinite Design होगा ही होगा. So these 3 applications for these 3 devices that I recommend.
चलो करियर की शुरुआत में अगर ये मिल जाए तो आई एम श्योर दैट दे विल ऑल हैव अ वेरी a good beginning to
Yeah,
start working on such
sure,
designs.
for sure.
ठीक है. So any advice for women who want to start their career in graphic designing?
Yes, I think again what I said, be courageous, be confident, and take baby steps. Do not be in a rush. I think these 3 things will take, and be very hardworking. Hard work se mat bhago. You have to work. This is your baby, so make your baby grow. Help your baby grow. So yeah, not run away from hard work, and do not get intimidated by other people. That is one thing I would say. कि इंस्टाग्राम पे जो दिखता है वो रियलिटी नहीं होती है सो गो एट योर ओन पेस इफ पीपल आर डूइंग दिस if a business is launching very big products, maybe they can afford it, maybe they're not being able to afford it and are not telling us on the social media platform, but do
Yeah.
what it allows, do what your surrounding allows. So yeah, take baby steps and don't be confident.
Lovely, lovely. Before I move on to the questions, I wanted to share with you. I saw that video of yours in which you are with that dagger. I love that courier guy who is behind
Oh,
you. That was hilarious. It was. I'm telling you, every single person should go and watch that video. It is the blooper of the year.
see, I was shooting it. While I was editing, I was like, ये क्या हो रहा है पीछे?
It was amazing. Anyway, okay. So we'll go to the questions from our audience. I think we have one question from Umim who's saying, "Have you done any courses for this? What would you suggest is important to study to become one?"
Hi, Umi. Thank you for your question. But I haven't done like a professional proper course. But I've seen a lot of YouTube videos now, and I'm a self-taught artist, I would say. So
Lovely.
I have not done any professional course as of now.
Hmm. No, it's more amazing then.
Yeah.
She's also asking, what do you major in? Illustrations, videography, or animations?
I think I would say the forte of Srishbish is illustrations 100%, 200%. And since, as you said, that we have different trends every now and then, so what we see right now is आगे के 2-3 साल will be a lot of animation, a lot of videography because people are loving the small animations. So
Yeah.
we are also working on that. But for now, the forte is illustrations 100%, and we are working on animation part.
Okay, okay, very nice. I'm just browsing through to check if there are any other questions. There are a lot of comments. She's such a sweetheart. Artlivia Ken said, I'm still 18, so I have the chance to get my invite done.
So sweet, yeah, Priyanshi, so sweet.
Okay, lovely session. Even I'm enjoying the session. Very
Like,
nice.
we had a really nice time. I was so nervous, but you made me so comfortable.
No, no, it's really okay because at the end of the day, it is just about our story, right? So everyone wants to
I
just be a
think
part.
to just be confident is to be honest. I think
Yeah,
if you when you try to memorize things, then you will forget. I think you just have to be honest. So याद आ जाता है चीजें.
done. So I guess we are done with the questions for now. And is there anything you want to add before you leave?
I think, yeah, one thing that I would say is there are a lot of people, who DM me saying that, I have a 9 to 5 job. I really want to quit it. I really want to start, something of my own. I know it's very easy to say than actually doing it, but I think stop your job and do it because life is very short. You live only once and make a very decent basic capital for yourself. जब तक, your business is
Yes.
not able to sustain properly. So till then, you just need a very basic capital. I think if you can do that, this is
Yeah.
your this is your sign to invest in your own business. So yeah,
Yeah. So
because
I think,
if
yeah.
you always have that doubt कि चल सकता था नहीं चल सकता था, instead do it ना, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा flop होगा, it's okay, कोई बात नहीं, you'll get
Try to कर लो.
yeah.
दो questions आए हैं while we were talking. One of them is saying, Palak Gupta is saying that she wants to send some gift to Srishbish. How can she do that?
It's very
Send her a DM on her Instagram. And Priya Lama wants to know, how do you advertise your brand? Oh, lovely question. Yeah, how do you do that?
There are various techniques. See, one powerful technique that I would say is word of mouth. जो तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स आके बोलेंगे ना कि ब्रो इस पेज से ले बहुत सही काम है, that is the best kind of marketing that you can actually have, the most honest kind of marketing. So I think make your products, understand your customer, and provide such good services that people actually talk about you. So one would be word of mouth for sure, 100%. Then I have very amazing friends who just keep talking about my thing. So I think that works in my favor. And I also run quite a few ads on Instagram.
Oh,
So
oh.
I feel that this product is going to go good, but due to Instagram algorithm, it's not going that great. You can of course run ads on Instagram. That is very fruitful.
Hmm.
So that is also a good idea to promote and
Ex-
market. And
Excellent.
also you can see right now what is happening is we like somebody said Palak or somebody said in between, right, that she wants to send me a package. So we
Ah,
also do that. We also the people I really love and I follow on Instagram, and I feel that okay, this product she'll really love and she'll really put a story. We also do that. We send them packages that okay, maybe you like it, use it, and let us know, tag us in your story. So I think that also helps. Sending PR
that
packages helps.
helps. Yes.
Instagram. at all.
Yeah,
You
because you can reach out to other people who can see your products as well, besides your limited friends network.
true,
So
true.
definitely that helps.
But
Okay.
mouth being the best tool of marketing for everybody.
Sorry, your voice cracked. What is the best tool of
Hey,
marketing?
word of mouth
Word
is
of mouth.
definitely the best.
Yeah, I agree, totally agree. Especially in your kind of products, it is the best
Yeah.
because people
I'm
would
very
love what is there.
to, judge if a particular Instagram is a scam page or it's like a legit business. So I
Hmm.
think word of mouth really helps in a lot of scenarios.
Okay, so now we are kind of out of time. We are already about more than the limited time. So it's great, and I really enjoyed talking to you. I really had a great time, and I hope our audiences did too. Again, please, you can follow her at Srish Bish on Insta. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was
thanks,
really amazing. Thank you so much.
thanks, Lord. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.